Hi everyone, welcome to BlockSnack, your daily crypto wrap-up for Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. We break down Bitcoin, Ethereum, and blockchain news. Fast, clear, and without the hype. I'm Jack, and I'll walk you through what matters today. If that sounds useful, hit subscribe and follow the channel.
BlockSnack.
Today we're moving fast through 5 stories. The broader crypto market pullback, a Bitcoin security lawsuit involving Apple and a fake wallet app, Ethereum's institutional momentum, the latest Clarity Act policy slowdown, and how banks and major firms are pushing blockchain adoption behind the scenes. Quick reminder, this is news and education, not financial advice, and crypto markets are risky. First up, the broad crypto market is not crashing, but it is definitely on the back foot. CoinDesk reported Bitcoin shed about 2% overnight as South Korea's Kospi stock index plunged 11%. One of its worst market days in years. In the same market snapshot, Bitcoin was around $63,281.76, down roughly 0.53% since midnight UTC, while Ethereum slipped 0.56% to about $1,880 after failing to clear the big psychological $2,000 level. So the story here is not just crypto weakness. It is global risk sentiment getting squeezed at the same time traders are waiting on a pivotal Federal Reserve decision. Now for Bitcoin, the biggest story in this topic is not price, it is security. And it is a brutal reminder that custody mistakes can be expensive. A federal lawsuit alleges Apple allowed a fake Bitcoin wallet app impersonating Sparrow Wallet to remain on the App Store after one user reported an $875,000 theft. According to the allegations summarized by CoinDesk, another user later had roughly $840,000 stolen, and 3 plaintiffs collectively lost about $1.84 million after entering seed phrases into the fraudulent app. The especially important detail, Sparrow Wallet is described as a desktop-only wallet with no official iOS version, which is exactly the kind of thing users need to verify before entering recovery phrases anywhere. Ethereum's headline is more mixed. The token dipped with the broader market, but the institutional narrative is still getting louder. ETH was around $1,880 in the market brief, but separate reporting highlighted strong recent relative performance, including a 19% gain over 30 days and outperformance versus memory stocks by more than 70 percentage points since late June. Bitmine is a huge part of this story. Its stock reportedly surged 13% after revealing an $11.8 billion treasury that included 5.79 million ETH, about 4.8% of circulating supply, and close to a 5% accumulation target. On regulation, the Clarity Act is the big policy drama. CoinDesk reported the U.S. Senate has put the Crypto Digital Asset Market Clarity Act off for now, while leadership focuses limited floor time on other priorities, including a Russia sanctions bill and federal nominations. That matters because the Senate calendar is tight before the August 8th recess, and the bill already passed the House but would need more work if amended. The goal is a single federal framework for digital assets, replacing today's fragmented state-by-state and agency-by-agency uncertainty. Finally, institutional adoption is still moving, even while markets look shaky. BitGet's Coin Edition report said banks are moving beyond blockchain experiments into operational payment services, with permission blockchains favored for controlled access. Swift's blockchain-based payment network is in pilot with 17 banks testing cross-border transactions. The clearinghouse has launched a U.S. network for tokenized bank deposits connected to RTP and chips, and JP Morgan's Connexus platform supports 24/7 settlement of U.S. dollar payments across 10 countries, with South Korea's KB Kookmin Bank named as an early adopter. That's it for today. Subscribe for daily crypto news, drop a like if this helped, and share it to support the channel. See you tomorrow for your next BlockSnack.